Hello, it is day 15. This is Antiqua Lisha from yourownuniversity.org and antiqualisha.com. And I've had a hard day. And what came up to me this morning in meditation and reflection was Deuteronomy 11 kept coming up. So I looked it up, and it's basically love your God first and foremost above all things and follow his commands. And as I walked through my day, my dream was of my kids' father, my family. As I looked through the family today, around the pool, a lot of sorrow has come over me and emotions and depression that I didn't want to look at until I finally realized how much I was fighting those emotions and trying to contemplate them away or make myself feel better. And so I've been crying a little bit. You can tell my lashes are all grumpily. I know that this is hard for a lot of us. This is hard for many of my clients, especially my clients that have walked through some trauma, that are overcoming depression, that are overcoming overworked lives, that are overcoming misbalance. This ability to face uncomfortable, to face our feelings when we're not feeling heard or we're depressed or we're sad or we're grieving, when we're facing emotions or things that are, should be years ago. Like I've been divorced for a few years and I was feeling that sadness. I was having this contemplation in my head of how things weren't right and this isn't right and I'm only supposed to be married once and how I'm breaking God's commandment by thinking, all of these stories started running in my head that sank me down into a deeper and deeper place of feeling like crap, in all honesty. And then I had to stop and say, okay, how am I really feeling? What am I running from? And what I was running from was grief. And I think we tend to run from grief. I was also running from lack of control because I was feeling out of control of my family situation. And I was also running from what is right and what is wrong. That's a big one. Maybe we can do a couple videos on that one. So let's just, let's start there. So what is right and what is wrong? When it comes to the 4 pillars of emotional intelligence and what I know and what I teach is that no emotion is right and no emotion is wrong. And oftentimes when we get into manifestation and positive thinking and awareness and all this stuff, we make a lot of emotion wrong. So how do you make it right? You accept it. Step 1 again, accept it. So that's the step to first things, everything, you accept it. So today I literally laid down at the beach, or at the pool. I looked around, I was like, I'm alone, I'm single, this sucks, I'm parenting alone, I feel like I have to take care of everything. And I just laid there and I allowed myself to be exactly where I was. And that's when things began to shift. The whole morning where I was fighting it, I literally became more and more and more lonely. Now, what happened at the pool was I got into that emotion, I felt it, I didn't have the space to feel it. My kids needed to come up to the room, all this other stuff had to happen. That again drowned me in this place of having to do it all myself and being alone. And I honestly kind of lost it, feeling that overwhelmed. But that kind of let the pressure off. It's not the best thing to do if you know that you're going to lose it. There's some great practices and techniques I have within the Amazing You program. Also, if you're just feeling into this emotional piece and that's the place that you lose all of your power, then I have a high vibe course too that is a little shorter that we do. It's a group program. But anyway, to start off, you just accept the emotion. You can let the pressure off some way. I highly recommend doing it in a constructive manner, whether it's journaling or going and yelling or going to kickboxing or something like that. And then from there, you can start asking the deeper questions, like, how is this emotion serving me? What is it telling me about myself? What is it telling me about my belief system? So my belief system really is one person, one person. One person for one person. I desire and I want that. I want deep connections with my girls. I want a deep, loving connection with my mother. I want a family connection. And this is something that I have never had. Real family connection. I was moved from my family at a young age, so what my cousins have, I don't have. So this is something that deep within my soul, I yearn for, and it eludes me. So knowing that that is a really high value for me, I can now approach the rest of my life with a little different view, with a different desire plate. And I know that the sadness was here to share with me, and as well as Deuteronomy 11 is here to share with me, like, that's your value, that's your moral. So don't go doing other things when that is what you're required to live as when it comes to a family unit. Now, this was actually really hard for me to get to. Very painful for me to get into. But all of the emotions, even the bad ones, even the negative ones, they're not bad. Like I said, they're not bad or wrong. But even the negative ones are here to teach us something about ourselves within your own university, right? The internal knowing of yourself, and propel you to something greater, to a deeper knowing, to a deeper understanding, to a deeper serving. And they're not always nice. And like I said, I didn't want to really even make this video because I'm like, this doesn't even feel good. It doesn't look good. It's not something, but that's also why I'm making these videos, to leave a legacy for my friends and my family to really know me, and it's not all pretty. And that's really what I was contemplating. That's the emotion that I went into today. And now I think I'm going to get a bite to eat by myself because everybody is doing something else. And go deeper into why, maybe, is the next question. How is it serving you? How is it serving you? Then why are you experiencing this right now? And then what is beyond that question would come next? What do I want instead? And then you can ask yourself these questions like, what will it take for me to have a different experience? What will it take for me to connect deeply with somebody? What will it take for me to invite the next level of connecting into my life now that this lesson is complete and over and realized? Fun stuff. So if you want to know more about the Amazing You program, more about me, I have some great tools and tips to help you really honor your 6 personal power zones at antiqualisha.com. And then we have our membership site with great courses and connections with amazing coaches from all over the world, and deepening your self-awareness and really supporting you in self-awareness and self-study, because you only have one life to live. This is your life. This is your expression, and you matter. I really believe that you are your biggest asset. So if you want to do more of a community-based thing, you can at yourownuniversity.com. Love you much.